battery said that you couldn't run one of these chargers on a 2 amp draw charging a 4S off your vehicle. So what I've done, or I think the deal was that you couldn't do it with a 100-watt power inverter. Now look at these numbers here, because it is running the 2.01 amp currently at a voltage of 15.4. It is charging the battery. You can see that it is a LiPo 4S, and the current charge time is 3 minutes in. All right, look at the voltage. It's continuing to go up. No problems. At a 2.2 ratio, you can see that I have a 75C plugged in, and if we follow this cord all the way over to here, you will notice it is only plugged into a 100-watt power inverter. My car is not suffering at all. It's not even making a difference. The air conditioning's on. I'm having no problems at all. I checked the wires. I popped the hood. I got underneath to make sure that nothing was getting extremely hot. The only thing that's come on is the fan on this, which is normal, because this is going to get a little bit hot. But this is a $20 100-watt power inverter, and it is doing just fine. The voltage continues to go up at a 2 amp ratio. So I could technically charge this battery after running it down to 14.8 in about 15 minutes with this charger on my car. The only thing is, you got to leave your car running, because now it's basically the generator powering everything, and you probably want to run the car for a little bit after you're done charging batteries, because this is taking, like I said, it's taking quite a draw off the vehicle. So it is using more power. This car is only a 12 volt battery in it. It's charging a 14.8 volt battery up to like 16.8 volts or 16.6. I think it's 16.8 volts is what you're aiming for. So this battery is actually producing more power than the car is, but like I said, we're converting power over from AC to DC into the transfer box. Transfer box is doing it, but like I said, when you're done doing this, you're definitely going to want to keep your car running for a little bit. Make sure it stays charged. Is it possible on a 100-watt cheap-ass power inverter to charge 4S batteries in your car using a very decent charger? There, the fan just came on the charger. It's doing excellent. There is no problems here. So you can hear the fan just kicked on, if you guys can hear that. No problems. That means that the unit itself is actually getting a little warm, so it's going to go ahead and cool itself off now. This is very normal. Everything is acting extremely normal. I'm having no issues, and it's continuing to charge this battery just fine. I think it takes about 15, maybe 20 minutes to charge this battery fully. So yes, you could leave this in your car and I would move the charger probably to the outside of the vehicle. Set it on the ground if you're going to be charging, obviously. Just close your door, that way you're not, risking burning anything up. But remember, the worst that happens, guys, is if you either blow a fuse on this if it doesn't work, or you blow a fuse in your vehicle if it doesn't work. Okay? It's going to blow the fuse. It's not going to burn your car to pieces and fry your alternator and do a whole bunch of crazy stuff. It doesn't work for your vehicle. Alright guys, I've been driving the car around here. It has zero power loss, air conditioning's still running, we're still plugged in. I am 17 minutes into this charge now, and the battery's almost fully charged, if you guys can see that. Sorry, I'm driving around, so it's a little hard to see, but there you go. Still charging just fine, no issues, no power loss on the vehicle, no weird idling. I still have plenty of throttle to get up and go. It's not affecting the vehicle in the slightest, so that was bullfoolery. I did a very proper test of this on a 100-watt power inverter, just for that guy on the forum that was like, it's impossible, you can't, it'll tax your vehicle, blah, 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 blah. Proper test complete, no issues, everything's fine. Like I said, I'll go ahead and turn the car off after this, and we'll start up the car, and we'll make sure everything worked good after the battery's done charging. And like I said, I don't think it taxed the vehicle in the slightest. And if I can find my multimeter, I'll go ahead and plug that in as well, so that we can see what it's doing to the alternator. It doesn't sound like it's working the alternator any harder than it normally would, so everything seems to be fine. If it was, I would have power loss issues, and the car would be cutting out because it can't charge the battery and run the vehicle and all that. It doesn't seem to be affecting it on just 100 watts. So, as I suspected, 100 watts will do just fine for anybody wanting to charge. And like I said, when this is done charging, I'll turn the car off, we'll restart it, make sure everything's working good. So, I'm home. Alright, I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says charge complete. 4S fully charged, 100 watt power inverter still kicking. I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of this menu. It is done charging the LiPo now, so we're gonna go ahead and unplug this and see if it taxed my vehicle at all. I highly doubt that it did. All right, so that's unplugged now. All right, 100-watt power inverter, everything's shut down. We're gonna go ahead and turn off my car and see if it starts again with no problems. That was a I think it said 25-minute charge or 20-minute charge, something like that. But as I expected, it didn't take very long. So here we go. We're shutting it down. Vehicle off. I'm leaving the air conditioning on, and the fan will automatically come on, so it's gonna be sucking even more power. Here we go. Didn't even affect the car in the slightest. So, Mr. Guy on the forum that was talking all that trash about 100-watt power inverters, you, sir, have no idea what you're talking about. Proper test has been done. This isn't hot. My power inverter isn't hot. The wires aren't hot. This stayed cool. There's no issues. This is a cheap little $10 power inverter from eBay, and then obviously a $75 high-tech charger with lit up screen. I mean, like I said, it didn't affect my car in the slightest. So go ahead. For those of you that want to charge off a hobby grade charger in your car, 100-watt power inverter should do it. This high-tech charger, like I said, it's about 70 bucks. You buy it online, it's probably about $64, something like that. It's a very good charger. It does everything all the way up to 6S, I believe. So very decent little charger. But yeah, that works. So you can use this in the field if you want to. I know those IMX6 chargers work good, but I hear a lot of problems with those. They do create issues. But this is a very, very good charger, man. So I would make the investment in a decent charger. Those IMX6 ones, they have some issues, man. They have like power overload issues sometimes, and they'll cause back circuitry, and then they'll fry stuff. So you got to be really careful of that, which I'm assuming was that guy's problem. Was he bought a cheap charger that just sucked, and he created a whole bunch of problems for his vehicle now. But
Go home, folks.